Have you ever heard of a president who risked his life to save his country? What if I told you that President Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso once became a spy, hiding his true identity, just to find out the truth? This is not a movie. This is a real story. And what happened next will shock you. It started on a hot, restless night. President Traoré could not sleep. He heard rumors, danger, traitors, secret meetings. He looked at his city from the palace window. He saw darkness, but he also saw hope. He made a decision. He would not wait for news. He would find the truth himself. He changed his clothes. No suit, no guards, no car. Just old pants, a dirty shirt, and a hat pulled low. He slipped out of the palace. No one saw him. He walked fast, heart pounding. Every shadow looked dangerous. Every sound made him alert. He reached the market. It was quiet but not empty. He saw men talking in the dark. He moved closer, pretending to be just another poor man. He listened. They spoke about guns, money, and a plan to attack the city. Traoré's mind raced. He memorized faces, names, and places. Suddenly, one man stared at him. "Who are you?" Traoré did not blink. "Looking for work," he said. The men watched him. He felt their eyes burning. He turned away, walking fast, but he kept listening. He heard enough. The city was in real danger. He rushed back to the palace before sunrise. He was sweating, tired, but he did not stop. He called his advisors. "We must act now," he said. Soldiers moved quickly. The traitors were caught before they could attack. The city was safe, but Traoré was not done. He wanted to know more. He wanted to see more. He dressed as a poor man again. He walked the streets fast, always moving. He talked to people. He listened to their pain. He saw hungry children, worried mothers, angry young men. He promised help. He sent food, water, and medicine. He did not wait. He acted. One day, he heard about a village under attack. Bandits had burned homes. People were scared. Traoré did not send others. He went himself in disguise. He joined a group of traitors. The road was dangerous. He saw bandits, but he did not stop. He reached the village. He saw the damage. He talked to the people. He sent help right away. The villagers did not know he was the president. They just saw a man who cared. Traoré moved fast. He learned fast. He saw that people needed more than promises. They needed action. He built schools, fixed roads, and made sure people had clean water. He did not wait for reports. He saw everything with his own eyes, but danger was never far. Some people in the government were jealous. They wanted power. They made secret plans. Traoré heard about another meeting. He did not wait. He dressed in old clothes and went there himself. He listened. He learned their secrets. He stopped them before they could hurt anyone. People started to talk. "Our president is everywhere," they said. "He is not afraid." Traoré became a hero. But he did not care about fame. He only wanted to help his country. But the story does not end here. One morning, Traoré heard about a group of children who had gone missing near the river. Their parents were crying. The police had no answers. Traoré did not wait. He put on his old clothes and went to the river. He talked to fishermen. He searched the banks. He found a small shoe in the mud. He followed the tracks into the forest. He moved quickly, heart racing. He heard voices. He saw a group of men with the children. They were planning to take them across the border. Traoré acted fast. He shouted for help. The villagers came running. The kidnappers ran away. The children were saved. The parents hugged Traoré, not knowing he was the president. After this, Traoré became even more careful. He knew people were watching him. He changed his disguise every time. Sometimes he was an old man with a cane. Sometimes he was a young traitor with a cart. He learned to listen more than he spoke. He learned to watch people's eyes, not just their words. One day he heard about a secret meeting in a small town far from the city. He traveled there by bus, sitting with farmers and traders. He listened to their stories. He learned about their lives. When he reached the town, he found the meeting place. It was a small house behind a shop. He waited outside, listening. He heard men talking about stealing money from the government. They wanted to buy weapons. Traoré wrote down every word. He sent a message to the palace. The police arrived and arrested the men. The town was safe. Traoré did not stop. He visited schools. He talked to teachers and students. He asked them what they needed. He saw that many children had no books. He promised to send more. He saw that some schools had no water. He sent workers to dig wells. He made sure every child could learn in safety. One night, Traoré heard about a sick woman in a small village. The doctors had no medicine. The woman was dying. Traoré went there himself. He brought medicine and food. He sat with the woman and her family. He listened to their fears. He promised to build a clinic in the village. The woman got better. The people were grateful, but not everyone was happy. Some rich men in the city were angry. They wanted to control the president. They tried to bribe him. They tried to scare him. Traoré did not listen. He stayed strong. He knew he was doing the right thing. One day, Traoré heard about a plan to poison the city's water. He dressed as a worker and went to the water plant. He watched the men working. He saw one man acting strange. Traoré followed him. He saw the man pour something into the water. Traoré shouted for help. The workers caught the man. The city was safe again. Traoré's life was always in danger. But he did not stop. He moved fast. He trusted only a few people. He changed his plans every day. He never stayed in one place too long. He knew that being a leader was not easy, but he was ready for every challenge. He visited markets, farms, and villages. He listened to old women and young boys. He helped people start small businesses. He gave money to farmers to buy seeds. He made sure everyone had a chance to succeed. One day, he heard about a group of soldiers who were planning to leave their posts. They were tired and hungry. Traoré went to their camp in disguise. He talked to the soldiers. He listened to their problems. He promised to send more food and better equipment. The soldiers stayed. They were loyal to Traoré because he cared. Traoré's story spread across the country. People told stories about the president who walked among them. They said he was like a shadow, always moving, always watching, always helping. Children wanted to be like him. Old men blessed him. Women prayed for his safety. But the threats never stopped. One night, Traoré heard about a bomb hidden in the city. He dressed as a street cleaner and searched the roads. He found a strange box near a busy market. He called the police. The bomb was removed. Many lives were saved. Traoré knew he could not do everything alone. He started to train a small group of trusted people. He taught them how to listen, how to watch, how to help. He called them the eyes of the people. They spread out across the country, bringing news and warning of danger. Every day was a new challenge. Every night was a new risk. But Traoré never gave up. He believed in his people. He believed in his country. He believed that one person could make a difference. But the story kept moving. One afternoon, Traoré heard about a gold mine where workers were being treated badly. The owner was rich and cruel. The workers were hungry and weak. Traoré dressed as a miner and went to the site. He worked with the men, digging and carrying heavy stones. He listened to their stories. He saw the owner shouting and beating the workers. Traoré took notes. He left the mine and sent a message to the police. The owner was arrested. The workers cheered. They did not know the man who worked beside them was the president. Another day, Traoré heard about a group of young girls who could not go to school. Their families were too poor. Traoré visited their village. He talked to the parents. He promised to pay for the girls' school fees. He gave them books and uniforms. The girls were happy. They ran to school, laughing and singing. Traoré watched them smiling. One evening, Traoré heard about a fire in a crowded neighborhood. He rushed there, dressed as a volunteer. He helped carry water. He helped people escape the flames. He comforted a crying child. He stayed until the fire was out. The people thanked him. They did not know he was the president. Traoré kept moving. He visited a hospital where doctors had no medicine. He brought boxes of supplies. He talked to the sick and the nurses. He promised to build a new hospital. He made sure the work started the next day. He heard about a village with no bridge. In the rainy season, people could not cross the river. Children missed school. Farmers could not sell their crops. Traoré visited the village. He talked to the chief. He promised to build a bridge. He watched the workers start the project. He made sure the bridge was strong and safe. One night, Traoré heard about a group of thieves stealing from farmers. He dressed as a farmer and joined the night watch. He waited in the fields. When the thieves came, he blew a whistle. The villagers caught the thieves. The farmers were safe. Traoré's days were long. His nights were short. He was always moving, always listening, always helping. He never told people who he was. He wanted to see the truth. He wanted to feel the pain and the hope of his people. He visited a school where the roof was broken. Rain poured in during storms. The children shivered and got sick. Traoré promised to fix the roof. He brought workers and materials. He watched as the new roof was built. The children clapped and cheered. He heard about a woman who lost her husband. She had no money and no food. Traoré visited her home. He brought rice, beans, and oil. He gave her money to start a small shop. The woman cried with joy. One day, Traoré heard about a group of young men who wanted to leave the country. They had no jobs and no hope. Traoré met them in a cafe. He listened to their dreams. He promised to help them find work. He started a training center in their town. The young men learned new skills. They found jobs and stayed in Burkina Faso. Traoré visited a village where people drank dirty water. Many were sick. He brought a team to dig a deep well. Clean water flowed. The people danced and sang. Traoré smiled, happy to see their joy. He heard about a teacher who walked many miles to school every day. Traoré bought the teacher a bicycle. The teacher was grateful. He arrived at school early and taught with energy. Traoré's work never stopped. He visited a market where traders paid high taxes. He talked to the traders. He lowered the taxes. The market grew. More people came to buy and sell. He heard about a group of orphans living on the street. He visited them at night. He brought food and blankets. He found them a safe home. He made sure they went to school. One day, Traoré heard about a village where people fought over land. He visited the village. He listened to both sides. He helped them find peace. He drew new borders that were fair. The people shook hands and thanked him. Traoré visited a town where the lights went out every night. He brought engineers to fix the power lines. The town was bright again. Children played outside after dark. He heard about a farmer who lost his crops to insects. Traoré brought experts to help. They taught the farmer new ways to protect his crops. The farmer's fields grew green again. Traoré visited a school where girls had no toilets. He built new bathrooms. The girls were happy and safe. He heard about a village where people had no doctor. He sent a nurse to live there. He built a small clinic. The people were healthy again. Traoré's story was known everywhere. People said, "Our president is not afraid. He is one of us." They loved him because he cared. But Traoré knew there was always more to do. Every day brought new problems. Every night brought new dangers. But he never stopped. He believed in his people. He believed in his country. He believed that one person could make a difference. This is the story of President Ibrahim Traoré, the man who became a spy to save his country. He showed that true leadership is about action, courage, and heart. He proved that even the most powerful man can be humble, can listen, and can help. What would you do if you were in his place? Would you risk your life for your people? Would you walk in the shadows to find the truth? President Traoré did. And what happened next changed Burkina Faso forever. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more amazing African tales, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and let us know in the comments what you would do if you were in President Traoré's shoes. Your support helps us bring more true stories and legends from Africa straight to you. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next story.